Hello, Mark Crossfield here. We've got a great YouTube watcher's question here. This question is, I'm newest to golf, played 5 to 6 rounds, I was wondering which movement is better on the downswing. Should I slide the hips towards the target, or should I rotate the hips towards the target, or should I do both? And why should this movement happen? Great question. Let's see if we can answer it for you and give you some free golf advice. Okay, great question. So hip movement on the downswing, it's such a common question actually. We get lots of people asking this. So let's see if we can answer it a bit for you. So we're talking about on the downswing. As soon as you start your downswing, people are talking about that your hips should go towards the target. Should they slide towards the target? Should they rotate towards the target? Should they do both? That's sort of very common question, get asked it a lot. Now in my opinion, what you're wanting to do is you need to, from the start of your downswing, the idea is to try and start from the ground upwards. So you're trying to push off the ground to generate better strike, better distance, and a bit of energy to transfer onto the ball. So you're going to transfer the energy from your push off the ground, up through your body, down through your arms, through the club, down back into the ball. So what you're going to try and do as you start your downswing, to generate this energy, to generate this crisper strike, is you're going to start the downswing by pushing your hips slightly forward. So forwards I mean as in towards your target. And enough so you feel a weight shift. So from the top of your backswing, you've got your weight on your right foot. You should have about 70% of your weight on your right foot. You should feel nearly all of the weight, looking at about 90% moving on to your left side, onto your left foot, before you then start turning into the ball. Now you've got to bear in mind, this has got to happen anywhere before the club starts coming down to actually contact with the ball. They can't be hitting the ball first, then moving your weights afterwards, which is what we see lots of people doing. So you're looking at starting the downswing with this weight shift, so it's split second stuff. So in answer to your question, basically you're kind of doing both. Your hips are going forward and rotating at the same time. A way that has worked for me and for lots of my students is if you can break it down, if you're quick enough in your mind to break it down to 2 movements, or you want to kind of drill, you want to think about your weight moving forwards onto your left side first, then turning into back of the ball to actually make the strike. So you're going to make your weight shift with a shift to your left side, then a turn to finish that weight shift off. I mean, if you studied it, you look at high speed pictures, I've seen, you know, that different players start slightly different ways, but they're all moving forwards, then turning, and kind of doing it at the same time as well a little bit. So, because it's minute, it's fractions of timing. But in your head, for hitting a shot, good way of thinking about it is to start your downswing, you want to think about your weight moving across, then turning into the back of it to make the strike. Reason you do this movement, like I said at the start of the video, it's power, it's for direction. You're trying to get your weight into the back of the ball. You're trying to push off the ground to transfer that energy from you pushing off the ground up through your body, then back down into the ball. It's going to give you better distance. And the other thing, by moving your weight through the shot, it kind of eliminates you hitting the ground first. It makes the ground move in front of the ball, so into the ball and in front. So it moves your hit through the ball rather than staying back and hitting out the ball. So look guys, hope that helps. Thanks for the question, really good question. Keep me posting. I'll always try and answer, and see you in the next video.